Let's give you guys a crypto market update. Well, this market sucks, but that's because most people, they only look at the price. They think this market's dead. Look at it. Nothing's happening. My bags aren't moving. They're just going down and down and down. And like I said, most people, they don't pay attention to what's actually being built behind the scenes, what's being processed behind the scenes. The reality of it is most people are too focused on the files. They're too focused on Christmas. They're too focused on everything else in life. And by no means am I saying that you should just be focused on crypto, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes. A simple Google search will tell you that. So this one's going to be a quick one, but as you sit here and you look at your crypto and you're like, damn, it just won't stop going down. Most people, they will stop buying. They will only dollar cost average as the price goes up, and they'll buy small dips, but they're only going to dollar cost average if they see their investment going up over time. And I'm talking about a short to midterm period of time. And they miss the most important part about dollar cost averaging. And that is when markets are beat up like they are today, are the best times. You've been buying, you've been buying, you've been buying, you've been buying, you've been waiting for this blow off top, you've been waiting for things to turn around. And it seems like crypto is the only asset class that's just not moving. And then you decide, I'm not going to buy anymore when we're at historic lows, which does not make sense to me, but do what you want to do. Just remember this. If you're going to be switching an entire financial system, do you want everybody to be in it first, or do you want to be first? See, so when you think about the wealthy, the ones that are building the infrastructure, it is common sense that if they're building something behind the scenes and they have a plan for blockchain, they do not want everyday investors like you and I in. They want to flush you the fuck out so that they can get in cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. I mean, it's just common sense, you guys. So don't fall for the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. You're going to see this, if you're new, you're going to see this terminology called FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And fear, uncertainty, and doubt are the biggest killers of financial goals and dreams. Why do most people not do what they want to do in life? Because of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Except for this type of FUD in crypto is created. This is not natural. Yesterday, I was talking to my Telegram, and I was telling all of them, guys, they're all freaking out again. They're always freaking out when the market dumps. And I'm like, guys, look at this. Look at how every single crypto drops at the same time, about the same amount. There's just spikes down, just like they shoot up at the same time. It is all in coordination. And if you start to understand that, you think to yourself, well, if they can do that on the way down and keep on doing it on the way down, and all these different cryptos are working together, and they're not necessarily working together. That's just how the system behind the scenes, that's how the big money, that's how the market makers, that's how they work. That's how the AI works. That's how the algorithm works. But if they can flush you down in coordination together, they can also move upwards in coordination together. And there's going to come a point where we finally turn around. And if you're not buying these massively low prices, these extremely low prices, you're not going to lower your cost average, and you're going to have to wait for hundreds of % to get back up to where you were if you were buying last year. If you were buying all throughout 2025. You're going to have to wait till you're up 50%, 100%, 200%, 300% to get back to where you were, where you can lower your cost average. And when the market jumps up 20, 30%, which happens in a fucking day, which happens in an hour or two in crypto, you're back in profit that much faster. You're not going to believe me till it happens. This happens every fucking cycle. Every couple of years, people just give up. They leave. They go, oh, it's over with. I'm never getting back in. I've accumulated millions of dollars because of this strategy, because of buying when it's up and down, but especially when we are beaten up like this. I double down. I spend less. I sell things. I buy the fucking dip. And when it turns around, everybody's like, wow, bro, you must be killing it. You're a genius. Oh my God. No, I'm not. I'm consistent, and I know that behind the scenes, regardless of what's happening to the price, this market will fucking rip. This market, behind the scenes, they are building things that you guys don't even understand. And once clarity comes in and rates really start to come down, you guys have no idea what's about to fucking happen. They have to inject our economy. They have to inject our economy with money. They have to inject it with not billions, but trillions of dollars, or it will collapse. That is just how the game works, but they don't teach us that in school. So now you're listening to some random guy on TikTok wondering if I'm right. Well, we're going to find out because I've been right. Every couple of years, this market goes fucking nuts and I make a bunch of money. But in the down times, in the bad times, no one pays attention. I look like I'm wrong. And then magically, a year and a half later, the people that were listening are up fucking 10x their money, 20x their money. And they're like, oh my God, Coach Ty, you're the GOAT. Happens every time. So, but you don't get instant gratification. You don't get instant gratification from dollar cost averaging and having patience. You get instant gratification from trading, from being a trader, except for most of you won't make money long-term in trade. You might make a few because, you can go to the table, roll, boom, and hit your number a couple of times and make some money, but you can get wiped out in one fucking turn. Or you can go on a streak of just getting wiped out. Most people don't make money in trading. I've never met a wealthy person. I'm talking a very, very wealthy person that trades. They buy, they hold, they dollar cost average. They start businesses. And they use that money from the business to buy gold, to buy silver, to buy Bitcoin, to buy cryptos. And I've been telling you guys forever, as we go up, if you've been here, and most of you haven't, most of you got in at the end of 2024 and in 2025. But if you've been in this market like me for 11 years, or just since 2022, the bottoms of 2022, when I was telling everybody I was a nobody, I had like 10,000 followers. I was a nobody. And I'm telling everybody, I'm screaming, buy, just like I am right now. Just like I will be for the next couple of months. You don't want to fuck this up. I'm telling you right now, there's going to come a point where tons of money, we're talking trillions, flow into this market. That's why they're building behind the scenes. That's why the price is going down, because they want to shake the regular person out. This game is not to get you rich, it's to get them rich. You have to play the game with them. Sometimes it's going to suck. But when the times that are good come, you're going to look back and go, wow, I'm so glad that I didn't fall for the fear, the uncertainty, and the doubt. Don't fuck this up. Make sure you guys like, share, follow. We'll see you guys soon.